Hello everyone, we hope you're all doing very well. We are cracking on with the Mahdi campaign, today day 12, and I think Talon's in charge of this, question mark?
Hey, fam.
Send.
So today we have taken a little trip away from the island of Tanoa, and we are making a strike against another country which has been discovered to be supplying weapons to the Mahdi. So to do this, we are making a port strike. There is a port near the town of Novo, which we can see a very zoomed out satellite image of in tasking A. Inside that port, there is a collection of container ships which are carrying weapons destined for the Mahdi forces. And so we need to destroy as many of those as possible. Also in that port, there are several warships, some of which are moored up and not active, but others of them will be able to activate their defenses. So, the defences around this port are expected to be fairly sophisticated. However, they don't know this strike is coming, so they won't shoot until we shoot first or until we make an incursion above the airspace by the port. So that gives us some opportunity to make some reconnaissance flights and get into position first before we start shooting. But as soon as any of us start shooting, they'll start shooting back. Secondly, there is an airbase right next to the port. This is being used to bring equipment in to load onto the ships, and so we need to put it out of action. It should be a fairly simple job to just put bombs down the runway, but again, it does have some somewhat sophisticated defences. Finally, tasking C. Finally for the main mission, there is a C-130 en route from the north, carrying weapons. It is destined for the Novo airfield. We can either shoot it down on its way before it gets there or destroy it on the ground. We just have to make sure we destroy it before it can offload its cargo. The helicopters have a secondary mission. There is a weapons depot not far from the port, which is shown in the Helo mission tasking bar. It has some trucks which are loading up to move out towards the port. There are some ammo dumps, there's a transmitter there, and it is lightly defended with some armoured personnel carriers and some old Western-derived sound systems. Finally, the ground force tasking. In terms of support, we have 2 JTACs on the ground in Humvees. If we want to take control of these, they can be used for scouting near to the port, and they also have laser designators available to laze for anyone that wants to come in and drop laser-guided bombs. They'll also be very useful for battle damage assessment and making sure we've got all the targets, because lingering over the port in a plane is not going to be a good idea today. The Red 4 cap is also expected to not be airborne until the shooting starts, at which point they will scramble from their base, which is up to the northwest. So just be aware that, again, once the shooting starts, the defences will come online and the cap will scramble. Any questions? Oh, also, there is a no-fly area marked on the map. This is a neutral third-party country. Do not trespass in their airspace. Do not destroy any of their assets that may be airborne. They won't be very happy if you do. Other than that, any questions?
Yes, one. Blue tankers, S3B at 18,000 feet and 228 knots is pretty slow.
It is slow, the idea being that A10s can refuel from it if necessary. I'm not expecting we'll need the tankers.
S3B's probe and drogue.
The A10s can't refuel from it. But the flight from Sochi to the target is approximately 100 nautical miles. I'm not expecting you'll need to refuel. Also, there is AWACS support. It's right down at the bottom of the map. Should be fairly safe. It's quite far out to sea. There may also be red naval assets out to sea. I would not advise getting close because they may not have quite so restrictive weapon restrictions. But again, if you stay away from them, you should be fine.
Okay, question. You mentioned earlier that they would only scramble or go live if we got within a certain distance or fired on them.
Yes.
What's that distance we can actually get? How close can we get without triggering them?
So the distance is a circular zone around the port, which extends to approximately the mouth of the harbour inlet. It's something like 22,000 feet circle, but it extends to the mouth of the bay.
5 miles.
Okay, so when you say that, do you mean to the right of the T of target, or do you mean the Y?
So above the it's hard to tell because you can't see where Novo Airport is. It's approximately a straight line across the bay from where Novo Airport is.
Okay, so yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Let's have a look at today's teams before we send Red off. Forward today is in the green button because they don't want to challenge today. Is Obi, Ruby, Stoat, and Grizzly. Chevrolet in the is Whistler and is obligatory F14. Hummer is Chopsticks Skill in the Falcons. No one's in the Jeffs today. How interesting. Peugeot. I've had a Peugeot before. Head gasket win. Elo in the Mirage 2000. Jaguar. How do Americans say it? Yeah, I can't remember.
Jaguar.
Ridiculous. Is all the usual. Cypher, Static, and Tanky. Saab is Blood, Seahorse, Mahuja in the AGS 37. Dodge, A10Cs. Ghost Fox, who's just going to ram into a tree after 2 hours as usual. And Danny. Plymouth. What? More green buttons. More green, and more people that don't want to challenge. Simon, Kelso, Mike. Tesla's empty, and no one likes Elon Musk anyway. Saab, number 2. B. Oh, look at me. Cap. P-Man. Is he already here?
He might not turn up because he's busy desperately trying to update his game.
Wow, that would be a start of an era. Larder, Onslaught, because he always has to fly something weird. It's Onslaught. Yes.
Quick point, Onslaught, there's no Russian jets on blue this time.
Wow. Embarrassing for you.
You need to pick something else. There's all of the blue ones, including the Sabre, but there are no fish beds, unfortunately.
C101.
Got a slot that's just come up because I think RC's not here.
Oh, where was RC? Hang on, we'll go through the figures in a minute. Onslaught, we'll talk to you in a second. Choppers, Pegasus, we've got Unexpected, Red, Le Crep. Everyone's desperate to see Le Crep fight in a plane, but he has to do his time in the choppers first. That's just the rules of GR. Dragon, we couldn't make him fly a plane if he wanted. He's always going to be his MI8. Mickey, Janitsu, and God, Free Jones. That gives us a total of 30. And the red fort for today is Talon in a Mirage cover in a Mirage Kingston in his big giant dildo. Am I allowed to say that? I don't even know. Demonetized. Nightmare in a Mirage. Graham's just turned up in nothing, so I don't know what Graham's doing. He's just being extremely Irish. So that's the bad guys. Can we send Red off now so we can talk about some tactics?
Target A, we've got the warships on the seawall and a bunch of other ships further back in the harbour. Then we also have target B, which is the airfield. We've got an ammo depot over on the left-hand side, a fuel depot over here on the right, and then the runway. There's also the 2 aprons, which may have something on them, but I'm considering them secondary targets. And we don't have enough aircraft to strike both of those, unfortunately. So aircraft that we have, though we have lost P-Man, but we've gained Mahuja. A Volvo flight, which is Saab 2 in the sheet, is going to be attacking the ships with RBO-4s, the cool missiles with the big rocket motor on them. And then myself and Seahorse are going to be attacking the fuel and ammo depots and the runway. So I'm hopefully going to be screaming over the top with hydro bombs. He's going to be throwing some PK-90s over the top. And in theory, we should all get the ship strike and the runway strike and the depot strike to hit at the same time. There is also, but yeah, this is our basic attack plan. There's some more stuff I need to show the Vigan pilots, but I'm not going to bother with it for everyone.
I have a question, Blood.
Go ahead.
Did you say RB04s, or do you mean the 15s?
04s.
Okay.
The reason for this is the seawall is about 2 meters high, and the RB15s, whilst they can be programmed to go 10 meters, that doesn't currently work. It's bugged. But the RB04s fly at 10 meters and will go straight over the top of the seawall.
Okay, second question.
And they look cooler.
Yeah, they do look much cooler.
Yeah, second question, sorry. You say both switches up on the briefing document.
Yeah, we'll go through the
is
vegan
it-
specific stuff in a mo. I don't want to, take up everybody's time.
Okay, fair
But
enough.
that's essentially the vegan's plan, and then you guys, the rest of you, clean up whatever we haven't destroyed, which will likely be a few of the transport ships, because I expect we'll get the ships at the front row, but the ones at the back we're less likely to be able to destroy.
Obi has a plan.
Yeah, so the plan for the Hornets that I've got is to support the Vigans, and we're also going to do time on target, but we're going to take harms, and we're going to aim to have our harms coming over the hill into the Novo area just before you guys get within range. So as the harms are coming in, you guys will be screaming in over the runway. So hopefully, if we can time it right, which I'm sure we can with all the technology we have available, we're going to mirror your route up from Sochi, but we'll be on the deck, but we'll be about 5 miles inland, and we're going to push up the coast and pop up just southeast of Galenzik. Pop up really quick, fire off 4 harms each, and there's 6 of us, I think, so that'll be quite a few harms. And then we're just going to obviously then RTB, and we'll probably have time maybe to get back and support again, or if not, if we've not got time to rearm, we will loiter and go secondary cap with the 2 AMRAMs we'll have on.
Make sure you don't.
My only thought is that the moment you fire, all their defenses will come online. So if you fire slightly before, it may actually be disadvantageous, because now they're shooting at us, and if your missiles don't hit in time, we're in trouble. So I'm wondering if having them land ever so slightly after, so that while we're escaping, they can't kill us.
Okay, well we can adjust if we stay in contact on the way up. We can speed up, slow down to give you time to get where you need to be.
Cool. Currently our time on target is set for 0745.
Okay, so if we say 0746 for now, and then we can adjust. It's super easy in the Hornet just to change it. So
Vigans, com-check cap. Right, let's get the scrap set up.
Magic Cypher radio check 244. Lima Charlie. My fault's working. Radio check 3-2. Wind 314 at 2 meters per second. Springfield 1-2. Sochi, cleared for startup. Cold 1-2.
Okay, cap's in position with an hour and a half to go. Everyone else here and in.
Fine, I got 18 minutes to take off.
Cap's got an hour and a half, so how do we do the fix again for the time?
Sochi, cleared for startup. Wind 314 at 2. Just got TID input. And then 063000.
Thank you.
And press B6. Firefight taxing 2 seconds. Mr. Onslaught, runway 24 is active.
Cap 16 minutes.
Okay, do we all have our cartridges loaded as before? Yeah, this is Blue Volvo 1, it's all fixed now. Why am I seeing a Falcon go the wrong way?
Because there already is.
Because some people don't know what active runway means. Go ahead. Yeah, remind me how to get the TID fixed then? I'll go through in a moment, I just sorted some issues out for you, man. Sorry, forgot to move Discord. Okay, does everybody have their follow the instructions that are at TID and out?
Volvo 2.
Okay, we're now going to correct for the time, because the time I set in the program was unfortunately not the correct one. So if we can all go to TID and in. Whistler lining up for departure. Ready cap 2.
I'm ready for you, Whistler.
Go on. Three, have you completed it? AI 1 comes through. Okay, can you now go to TID and out and tell me what the display says up?
11640, small takeoff. Sub 2 has 13 minutes through 10 seconds.
Volvo 2 has 12 minutes on the nose.
Okay, so apart from P-Man, who I'm currently working through, I believe we have everything set. I'm going to do a check at 10 minutes, so I'll say when I'm at 10 minutes, and then you just say when you're counting 10 minutes in turn. So that'll be in about 53 seconds time. So you over AWACS is... No, I 244. Just bear in mind I'm on the other side of the airfield to you. Roger, we'll be taking off runway 24, so you're probably in the right place. Are you actually on the opposite side of the runway? Magic. What's there online?
Yeah, I'm just behind the conspiracy of F-18s. 34094 miles from you. Do not engage.
Affirm, maintaining pattern.
Can you let me know if you get any unexpected whales on the training outside? Roger, our takeoff times are all in about 10 minutes, mate, so we'll be able to. Roger, we'll quickly go find that out. Around 5 minutes 20, so about a minute's space, something like that.
I was expecting, but my program calculated slightly different to the figures, so my estimate is always going to be down.
Roger, 1 minute's not crucial, it's not that bad. Could be worse.
Right, we're probably going to go straight south.
Copy,
North southeast.
Coming.
My sounds, buddy.
I need blood.
We'll take this ramp here so we can sneak ahead if we need to. Stick to the right hand side, so if any of us need to overtake, then we can do.
Volvo 2 rolling.
Bean, whereabouts are you able to get to us, or are you on the opposite side?
That's correct, I'm on the opposite side.
Roger, that should be fine. Can you sneak past those Hornets at all?
I think it's going that way. So Hornets are taking off now.
Also, we have for some weird reason B-Man's cartridge wanting to load the time on target. I suggest, Bean, are you okay with having B-Man's Signy?
Oh, sure, no problem.
Actually, correction, probably best Mahouj, because B-Man should be just behind him.
That's been 10 minutes now.
Oh, that's quite late. I didn't expect it to be that severe.
How hard is it to each taxiway markers on?
Look how many green buttons there are. What a bunch of douchebags.
Speed Hornets, don't forget those lab.
Okay, so I'm going to do a 5-minute check in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now.
Yeah, from that I'm exactly 1 minute and 2 seconds behind you.
Roger, can you just do a quick check for me? Can you just make sure TID and out and press B6, tell me what it says?
063000.
Okay, can you just
Go Vipers.
press
Magic, carrier flight. Out of
Okay, can you now press B5 for me?
Nyam.
5086. Copy, carrier flight. Stay south of
and now if you go off TID and back on TID,
stay out of conflict area. Roger.
Copy. Diesel, it's just It's way out of whack from what I was expecting, but we'll see where we get.
Could be that the clocks are off sync. Well, the Swedish aren't renowned clockmakers.
Bloody, you holding short 2-4 there?
Also, can everybody check they got weapons? I almost forgot mine.
How embarrassing for you.
Yeah, I had to put mine on.
It's doing a million different things at once, that's what it does to you.
Yep, welcome to my world, bud.
Yeah, I'm getting really bad lag at the moment.
Hopefully it'll clear up in a moment.
It's like goddamn French Wi-Fi beat.
Goddamn French Wi-Fi.
Ethernet. Running through a wire of cheese.
Volvo 2 holding short and ready for vegan beautifulness. So many green buttons.
What are these A10s up to apart from flying into invisible? Blood, this is Volvo 1. I've still got about 6 minutes time to take off.
So can you go TID out and then press B6 down?
East is neutral. Do that again. Just P-man to Mahuja. Which one are you? Yep, Blood Volvo 1, still 6 minutes.
TID out, press B6 and tell me what it says. Okay, looks fine to me. Not what I was expecting, but we'll...
Off you go, lead.
if you go off TID and back on TID, it should all be fine. Lead's taking off.
Go for magic.
Several contacts popping up on my RWR, direct front and off my 10 o'clock, registering as an N on the RWR.
Copy.
Volvo 2, time equals 0, now.
It's gonna be a ship.
Okay, baby, let's see what you got.
The ships are about 60 miles off your nose.
Dean, can you tell me what your navigation display currently says? Say LS.
No, it says N4.
Continue to play Vanguard. Right, I want you to go to Act Pause and Out, and then press LS, and then go back to TID.
Okay.
If you draw a line directed west of Bullseye, that would be where I guess the ships would be. Yeah, I'll follow you in.
Can't really crash and take off, but I'm good.
Dean, have you done that?
I'm now 43 seconds late.
Okay, yeah, take off whenever you can. You on magic?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's quite alright. Can I confirm everybody on the ground currently has LS displayed on their system?
The deep in combo.
On the top left, top right, sir.
Oh, shut that shit up. Seriously.
Alright, make sure you get back to LS, otherwise it won't give you the time to take off, it'll give you something else. Helicopters, Harriers?
Helicopters, go ahead.
We are about 50 miles from your farm. We're going to proceed over the area, and then we're going to try and circle the area and acquire targets.
Volvo 2, B2.
Prior to engagement go. If you get eyes on targets, let us know. What's your tier here?
Volvo 2, 0 error. Woo!
Nicely done, keep it that way. We're going to prioritize taking out the big bunkers and any air defences that are in the area to give you a clear shot. Okay, who else have we got airborne?
So Shotzi's all flights reminder to remain south of the engagement area.
There's F-18s.
Have commenced their strike.
Stupid F-18s.
Wait, what? Roger. Level 50 seconds, correct.
Roger, just put a bit of stage 2 in. Don't go too nuts with it because we've got plenty of miles to catch that up.
Magic Dark Star, but it's put down at 160.
Speed, if you manage to get airborne.
No, yeah, I'm really struggling back. Copy Dark Star, Golunzik is officially in hostile territory. Yeah, I'm just trying to make up now. Copy unknown.
Just stay on stage 3 and get up to speed as fast as you can. Get up to about Mach 0.8. Once you're there, you'll be okay.
Blood minus figure means what?
Means you're behind time, you need to speed up.
Yes, sir. That's what Cap wants to hear, baby. What Cap wants to hear.
Backed into the terrain.
Oh,
sorry, that's not mine. No, it's alright. You happy for us to hold over the FARP until Biggins has completed the strike?
Have you managed to get airborne?
I'm airborne, 37 seconds, can't get you.
Roger, that'll speed up. P-Man, are you with Mahusha?
Go green button.
Yeah, I'm on his right wing.
Magic Roger, okay, sounds like we're doing okay, minus being lagging.
Do you want the helicopters to hold on over the final is to tell me now from night to day mode? Helicopters, I would try to place the whole...
yeah, mine is right in as well. If you go to your left on
the target area,
sorry,
make sure that we don't start up.
Yeah,
we are moving northwest.
Power strike packages plugs presently 30 miles south of FARP.
Magic, hello.
Blood is Hodge, ASL or AGL?
Helicopters, we're having a strike, we have eyes on target area. If you get the left, helicopters on pads.
Copy that. Copy to hostile helicopters.
Okay, so let's go through the procedure for final shutdown to make sure you all know, because it's going to be very fast, and if you don't know it properly, it's not going to happen. So, you reach waypoint B4, which is the one before you get into danger. What should you do? What's the one thing that you need to do at that point? Volvo 1. Correction, Volvo 2 since he's out.
Just as a remind people of radio etiquette, so one person doesn't talk over the other, so we can hear people's conversations properly. Just like to remind everyone.
Can't respond.
Volvo 2, by the way, and at waypoint 4 we increase speed to Mach 0.85 at the end of the leg.
That is absolutely correct.
Goddamn right.
Next, so you now get to the ingress waypoint. The first task that needs to be completed there, Volvo 3.
Magic, raw, 70 miles.
As we get to ingress waypoint 10. We need to be informed as we go around and set to the attack master mode.
Okay, stop there, and Volvo 10, what do you need to do after that?
Sorry, I was focusing on following Roger. What was the question?
What do you have to do after going around the corner at waypoint 5, the Ingress waypoint, and going to master mode ANF? What's next?
Master mode ANF. Pop up to 100 meters and let it rip.
That's the one. Where are you gonna, or what distance are you gonna let it rip?
20 clicks.
Hey, cool. We all know what to do, and therefore we'll have no problems and everything will be splendid.
Vegan lead, Magic.
Are you on guard, Blood?
Hey, fam.
Because the GCR is trying to talk to you on 243.
I just responded in.
Blood, just be aware you're broadcasting on 251.
How embarrassing, Blood.
Thank you.
Oh, green buttons! Green buttons, I want one, I want one!
Magic vegan lead, message. Firm time I've got a while. We're watching rocket ship mobile. It's descending on time and target.
I see them. Woo! Bogachev! So many green buttons, I can't even
Just make
see.
sure it's after us, otherwise it'd be very awkward.
We should be there just after, like 5 minutes after we should be there, so like a whole swarm of hornets. Carriers, be advised you're at 25 miles.
Right next to rugby turns, especially when we're waiting for goodbyes here.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, let's make sure we annihilate the target first, and then we'll take them in catalog.
Yep.
Otherwise, they will, yeah, there's going to be a lot of abuse of all that.
Look at them with their stupid hornet faces.
How far are we off TOT?
Magic Harrier flight, we have eye on target area. Copy Harrier flight, you're 20 miles from Ireland, Capital Airspace, I'm circling. I don't want to burn all my gas, because I went too much else to burn, I'll take off, and these BK-90s are draggy as all hell.
How embarrassing for you, Ocean Donkey.
How fast are you going?
Oh,
Building Mac, 6.5 with no afterburn.
Get the afterburner on, you'll be fine. Once those things are off, you'll be able to cruise home with no.
Skill Magic, just for the flight of 216, so just gonna patrol off the coast.
If you need to, you can land on a workshop.
Very true.
I'm getting those BK-90s on target on time. Okay, how far behind are you?
Currently 57 seconds.
Missiles out. In fact, get to stage 3, get up to speed, and then go back to stage 2, because I found that you can hold the speed, but getting up there is quite slow.
Missiles are definitely heading to further wet.
Sugar.
All flights pop up.
Oh crap.
West of Bullseye.
When did that happen?
Miles. 2 ships taking off.
He's going to have a deal with that. Will be down nice and low.
Captain Glow?
I'm just wondering if the triggers are bust or something, or if some idiot has just fired a weapon in there needlessly.
I wouldn't put it past them.
It's what do you have more faith in, GR or DCS?
Neither.
God, stop letting me choose. Skill chopsticks, 4-ship raw 307 106 miles, climbing through 85, 20 seconds cold and still full.
Magic, get it on 0.
Barrage nails.
What's the fuel out of interest?
Appears to be
About 83% of them.
You'll be fine. Once you're on target, you can slow down a little bit.
Recommend holding position. Continue your eastern turn. We'll turn you in and go to the high speed engagement.
Yeah, it's nice and relaxing. Won't be in a moment, but copy.
Blood, do you want to go through each guy and check their delta just to make sure we're all on cue?
Right. Say again, TV was looking once.
Do you want to go through each wingman and make sure they're all on delta 0?
Yep, so Lee is currently on 0. Onslaught, recommend not going any further west. Hostile ships out that direction during that encouraging friendlies.
Yeah, make sure next cap because beat that.
Roger. Volvo 2 is Delta -6 and improving.
Over 3, 1, 3 behind. And then 4 is going to be exactly the same. Just don't turn right, go ahead.
I think a couple of magic, but we're showing on SA, we're showing enemy aircraft taking off north of the target area, so be aware. Possibility that the target is hot.
Roger, two crews, that, you know, they're at
307 at 6 miles. Angels 2 descending high. Second group, 316. 6-9 miles.
Yeah, I just
in the weeds.
If you can even put some AMRAMs out on those mirages, I just need defensive, that's all.
Copy, we've got a
Look at that, valued viewers.
come to watch, so we'll get
Delta 0. Whoa, vegan baby.
Roger,
vegan.
just remember we'll be on target 0630, so if you get
Skill, chop
now, it might work.
I'm going to take on second course, 316, 88 miles, in the weeds, flanking right.
Oh, sugar.
Onslaught, turn to support Whistler on the first group, raw 312 at 6 miles.
Ships are active, so
in the weeds, hot.
make sure you stick nice and low, but don't go so low you're going to go into the drink.
Blood cap.
Good.
Never seen this before, but I have a nav assist error. Any idea? Warning.
Might cause a problem, but just going to have to leave at the moment. If you're not pointed towards the harbour, then helicopter need towards the harbour on the final stretch.
Roger, everything feels okay.
2 hours strike, take out the chaparral. On the ground for so long, for some reason we are no longer making
Roger.
causing now frustrations.
Roger.
Roger, we're about 20-30 miles out from the target area, waiting clearance.
Oh, those are bad sounds!
Now down to -4.
No readings on the scope.
Those are bad sounds, boys. I'm getting out of here.
Onslaught, do you have anything at
I'm out of time.
0641 miles, in the weeds, 2 ships?
Can't merge with 2 vegans.
It is not picking up on radar.
Hey, boys.
I'm seeing it on the...
I'm spying now, 1 second up to you. I've fixed mine, so I'm just going to carry on Muja. Onslaught, off your nose,
Yeah, low.
9032 miles, in the weeds, hot.
This is the Vegan flight. We're inbound to the target now. If there are air threats, can you push as many missiles out of them as
Oh,
possible?
Jesus Christ. Christ. Sam's out, Sam's out. Say never a good thing.
Danny going defensive.
So much for a secret attack. Ships are firing.
Say never a good thing.
I don't think any of them are going at all. They're all going up.
Would you picking up there continuously?
All flights, engage. Okay, that way, yeah.
Okay, baby.
Smoke has been broken, engage.
Shit.
Well, hopefully they'll waste all their missiles on them and not on us.
That'd be nice. Come on,
Can't see any
baby.
missiles out for us presently.
Come on, baby.
Oh, that one died. The ship is now firing. Use anti-air.
They're at us. They're at us.
Getting a new noise. I'm like, shoot, Charlie. Sweet.
They're at us.
If you can stay down when your radar says 0, you'll be okay.
They are goddamn well at me. I'm getting out of here. I've got to ditch the missiles, then I'll get back on time.
All flights of 2 hostiles
Just stay low and stay on target.
miles, Angels 1, flanking right.
Haha, beat them.
Skill 42,
I told you, blood.
333, 50 miles, Angels in the weeds, flanking right.
Roger, I've got him on scope, just can't lock him in.
Copy.
Capsicum Bravo 6. Let's make this shit count, boys.
Chopsticks.
No!
Turn 10 gauge hostiles, bra 330, 39 miles, Angels 2.
Yeah, we are engaged by the ship at the minute. Defensive.
Hello, hostiles off your nose. Bra 319, 17 miles, Angels 1.5 hot. Copy that. Hostiles bra 311, 17 miles, Angels 2 and climbing hot.
This isn't looking good, Magic. I'm having issue with just trying to IFF anything.
Copy, Wilson.
'He hit his own goddamn bombs, blood!
Hello, emerged off your 9 o'clock, 3,000 feet. Close, 18 emerged with 2 at 3,000. Onslaught, 2 ship, raw, 326, 20 miles, Angel 4 and climbing, hot, furball.
326. Box 3.
Friendly fire with Frisco, don't do it.
Additional hostile bra 356, 8 miles, Angels 1, climbing, hot. Whistler, same target, bra 339, 7 miles, Angels 2, hot.
Magic, helicopter flights being harassed by Mirages, 1 down.
Copy.
Hydraulics are shot. CV.
Frisco 2 ship off broad 253, 6 miles, Angels 3, flanking right. Light command, 2 ship off your nose, 7 miles, Angels 3. Onslaught merged. Hi. Whistler, vectors to home plate 122-102 miles. Vectors to Kowalczyk Neutral Airport 24910 miles. Mike man, hostile on your 6 o'clock.
Get out, man! Damn it, get out! Haha, douchebag Mirage driver. Haha, learn to play in Mirage, buddy.
Grizzly, assist friendly, bra 30015 miles, Angels 2, circling. We're still down low beneath you. Frisco, hostile off your nose, Angels 2.
Good dodge. Good dodge.
Chasing friendly.
Be a bloody thing away.
Hostile top to you now, Angels 4, hot.
Oh, shit! Oh. Too many green buttons trying to do a job that a Falcon can do. Get him, baby.
Onslaught, hostile turning hot to you, bra 28513 miles, Angels 2, hot.
Woo! Spam around that son of a bitch.
Also, they're trying to draw you over the bay, that's off to your west. Stay feet dry. Ship brought 28528 miles in the weeds, circling near the airbase. Yeah, we're trying to engage them. First hull climbing through Angels 2 now, cold.
Oh, good find, boys, good find. Melt, you sons of bitches, melt! Oh. No. Stupid weapons.
All 5 hostiles have RTB'd for the moment.
Okay, on me, who can strike?
Yeah, we all got shot down.
Taking a strike unsuccessful. Skill state 6. Roger. Copy. State Navy.
Magic, what's the status of Mirage or helicopters?
All Mirages have RTB. Helicopters are clear to
Dragons found the base. Dragons found the base. Get some. Oh, it's beautiful. Here he is.
Skill magic.
You crazy Russian.
Go for magic.
I'm showing 2 red contacts on the data link off to from the neutral or hostile.
Confirmed hostile, I think that's C-130. You do not have permission to prosecute in that area. That is a neutral area and no fly zone. Skill, pop up, 294, 59 miles, Angels 1, just out of hostile airbase. Hot to you.
Oh, that's symbolic. Got the damn bomb, man. Well done.
All folks attacking the FARP hostile is now 25 miles from your location, Angels 10 climbing. Hot.
Pow. Pow.
Skill target now 28840 miles, Angels 1-1, hot.
Nice.
Let's go. Anything you can do to deter them from engaging our ground forces would be great.
Shot.
Skill, Fox there on that bandit at 25 miles. That'll turn them cold.
Raw 29047 miles climbing out of the airport.
Zap.
Skill hostiles faded.
That's that one Mirage splashed.
Nice. Nice. Is that you in the F-16?
Roger.
Copy it.
Skill magic, I'm still pretty close to Atlantic and Novo. Is there anything immediately you need dealt with?
Skill, if you want to throw your airframe away, we could have you turn towards hot towards that guy.
Fine. Still fine. Get some, baby.
Traffic runway 24 clear.
That's a human driver. That's a human driver.
Copy, Skill. 29337 miles in the weeds just over the bay. Hot.
Stay
Get him, boys! Chase him! Chase him! Oh, how embarrassing. How embarrassing for all involved.
Skill hostile hot to you, 200 feet. Let us go. Come locked. Any emails? The crap hostile hot to you, 11 miles. 291.
Okay. Without the crap. Put in their skill. Chase that mirage. Yay! Got him! Got him again! You got him, boys? You hit him?
Skill magic, skill RTV 2.8, fuel, no missiles left.
Good job.
Work skill, get some altitude and float home. 119,102 miles.
Crap, you sneaky little Frenchman. What are you doing?
Game time remaining 3-8 minutes.
Dear.
18s, the enemy ships were engaging friendlies as far as 410 miles south of the bay. Copy Danny, RTB, Bra 1-1.
We love all the crap. Oh! What was that? The crap! Get out of there! Get out of there! You got a human in a vehicle behind you. Where the hell did it come from? Did you see where that missile came from?
Negative, Cap.
Tally, it's behind you. There's a human in a Strela or a Strela type vehicle. Pass the information to the Frenchman.
I hear you.
You cheeky little monkey.
The crap approximately brought 249 for a mile. Yeah, on behalf of Chops, who's got comms issues, he's tracking that C-130. Is there any scope for engaging it, or is it still within neutral area? I cannot see it. I have a neutral aircraft at 357, 6-7 miles from his location. Is Chopsticks on Discord? Yeah, we're in a private channel at the moment. He can hear you, he just can't translate. Neutral aircraft on Spencer.
Get some Kingston, you son of a bitch.
What up?
Boom! Missed the crap. In the face! Oh, chop! Very good. Crazy French bastard. Hey, the Hornets are back. Oh, the hops are coming out, boys. Roger. Good shot, sir. Tally ships. Oh, there they go. Bouncing Betty. Retrim, young man, retrim. It's a grand slam. It's going to hit that. Oh, it's the new ship. It's the new LHA, look. Oh, what a sad introduction into DCS. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it's going for something else. Oh, it's gone for a tanker. I think it's gone for a tanker.
Sochi traffic skill and the big 406.
No. Oh, here we go. No, it's got it. It's a frigate. In the face. No! Why is it so hard? God damn it. The crap, I think you've done all the damage you can do. Get rid of those rockets and get RTB.
Traffic skill and base finals for 06.
Good man. Well done, helicopters. You've done your job. You can go back and have some iced tea and take the piss out of the planes.
Roger, do you have the status of Novo Airfield?
I would hate it if this green button has failed.
No status. I don't believe the Vegans ever made it there. Roger.
Another ground slam away, boys. Oh, come on, I want to see a PP ripple. There it is. PP ripple, those son of a bitch. There they are. Look, there they are, boys. Pew! If you absolutely insist on flying a green button, you must at least PP ripple. Hey, boys, let's watch the grand slams go in. I think either that is a really smoky diesel, or they've gone back to coal. Or that... No, that is chimneys. They've just gone back to coal, I reckon, for the new LHA. Come on, Grand Slams. Hit something. Horrible feeling that that's going to miss. Oh! I stand corrected. Don't worry, we'll do a wide angle shot. Oh, look at that. Doosh, doosh, doosh. Doosh. That is awesome. But weren't they meant to kill the military vessels? We better not talk about that, boys.
Grizzly, be advised, no fly zone is 10 miles off your nose. Recommend turning south to avoid conflict with neutral territory.
One strong mast. Bombs away. I reckon he's force correlated then, boys. Oh no, look at those. Cheeky little silkworms. Those cheeky SOBs. Boom, boom. Very nice. Yes, finally, something cool. Brrr. Oh, for 5 minutes!
Oh.
Cap's giving me up. Okay, let's try and go through and see what happened. Who's Game Master?
You killed a FARP. You killed 3 of the ships in the dock, and there is another set of JDAMs on their way now, which may well kill some more stuff.
Oh, okay. I lost a will to live, so I just left. You have to let me know how that goes. Okay.
Yeah, the beginning went terribly, and then the end's actually gone quite well.
Okay, well, should we start debriefing and we'll update as those JDAMs from 75 miles go in to hit the targets. First, Hornets, who are you? What did you try and do, and what did you do, and who did you lose?
It's OB for flight and also Plymouth. We all went as one group of 7, I think, in total. As we know from the briefing, the plan was that we would be supporting you Wigan boys with distractionary siege strike. So took off ahead of you. We headed to waypoint 1. We did a little hold there to give you a chance to catch up, and then proceeded on towards waypoint 2, where we did another little hold to let you catch up some more, and then proceeded to do the time on target following up towards waypoint 3, which was our pop-up point. En route to there, we got the call that the enemy had been alerted to our presence, shall we say. So we accelerated then to try and get ahead of you slightly, because we originally planned to be a minute behind you, which we pretty much did. By the time we got to target, I'd say I'd have to check the chat view, but it felt like we were about equal with you. So we then popped up, rippled our harms off, and most of us then reverse course, headed back south with the intention of providing cap overwatch or rearming, depending on what the situation desired. I think a couple of us got picked off by the destroyer on the pop-up. I think the destroyer got quite a few people tonight. Harm strike was successful. I did see things getting blown up. I don't know what, no idea what was hit, but I think it was successful. We had as we were RTB to get some JDAMs to support the ground attack, we had a bit of a mass disconnect of Hornets. Myself and at least 3 or 4 others all disconnected at the same time when DCS crashed. So then we reconnected, started back at where we started from, Sochi, I think, and headed back with JDAMs. So I dropped 4 JDAMs and got 2 ships whilst being engaged by a Type 52 out in the sea. And that was it. And I think there's more JDAMs going in, which I assume are from a Hornet, but I don't know what's going on at the moment.
Those JDAMs have just put 3 big holes in the middle of Novo runway, so that's that objective complete.
There you go, Obi.
Boys.
Nice one. Whoever that was, well done.
Stowed.
Right, so that is 2 and a bit things complete. Next group, send.
Chevy, Tomcat, not much to report. Got up there, tried to do some forward recon, reported on the ships, and we were told that the triggers wouldn't set everything off if the Navy fired on us, but apparently it did, because everything just started to wake up after that first shot at me. Afterwards, I got vectored towards some enemy over the land, towards the north, got merged with a Mirage, but the destroyer's missile caught up with me.
Yeah, they're really good missiles. Those HQs are really good missiles, aren't they?
They're S300 based.
Yeah, those Chinese destroyers are just op.
Next.
F-16 flight, a Hummer. We were Cap, Overwatch. I got 1 missile off before I got that mass disconnect, and Skill got some kills if he wants to talk about them.
Yeah, it was. I spent a lot of time defensive with the missiles coming in from the ships, but popped up a couple of times. I think I got 1 Mirage and 1 MiG before no fuel left and had the RTB.
Roger, next.
I think that's you with the Vigans, is it?
Oh, go on, Blood.
Is it? Blood's had to leave.
Oh, for 5 minutes.
No. I've jumped back on.
Ah.
So yeah, plan was to strike all of the targets simultaneously using the TOT system. So that was to RBA-4s on the ships, high drag bombs on the runway, and BK-90s on the ammo and fuel depots. And yeah, as I'm sure you've heard before, we arrived expecting a nice sleepy port with anti-air defensive systems that were maybe slowly coming online as we arrived. They were fully active and fully spewing missiles left, right, and center. Me and Seahorse managed to evade them by simply flying at about 4 meters off the sea. Unfortunately, the anti-ship guys were not so fortunate. And because I've tested this, if you go 10 meters, you die. If you go 4 meters, you live. So you have to be extremely low. And yeah, they all got wiped out. Seahorse actually managed to get his BK-90s on target on time, so well done to him. And I was atop the runway, and I exploded, thought I got killed by a SAM, and checking the TAC view, when I released my bombs, one of them went upwards into my plane, and then I exploded. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, because I was fairly straight and level at the time, so...
Me and the stream had a good laugh at that one, Blood.
Yeah, it was the thing. So I was concerned about. This is a thing that if you're flying upwards and then you descend, but you drop the bombs in that maneuver, the bombs will travel upwards while you're going down, and they'll go into you. But I was very acutely aware of this, and I was convinced that I was straight and level at the time. Pulled the trigger and bang. And I was slightly praying that it was an SA-15 or something else that had got me to be less embarrassing. But yeah.
No, these things happen.
But I would technically count it as a victory because my face is impaled in the concrete, and that surely got to deny the runway to somebody.
12 tons of aluminium and rubber on that runway. Okay.
And the bombs. Don't forget the bombs.
And the bombs that didn't blow Blood up also, went down. Well
and
done.
then Seahorse got the 2 depots. So maybe we actually pulled a victory out of this disaster.
Well done. Okay. Next group, please.
Danny, do you want to go first?
Probably Jaguar. T-Safe has had to leave. Harriers went in, circled the FAR, and then our RWR lit up with lollipops everywhere. We tried to get away, kept coming back in. Same thing happened. 2 of us got shot down. Tanky went in. I think he got something on the FAR before he got shot down.
Roger. Next group, yo.
Elo took off, got to the target area, got engaged by 2 Mirages. I lagged and somebody caught me. End of story.
Roger. Next group, yo.
Expected. We played hide and seek with the Mirage for a while, and then the DCS crashed and reconnected, and I was able to put some hot 3s on target, so it's pretty good.
Roger. Next.
I think it's Redo and me, Lecrip. We did pretty well, I think. We managed to go to the AO and shoot whatever was there. Almost died a lot of time, but survived. So.
Roger. The lady's favourite, Lecrip, was the fan's favourite today. He went over a mountain, sniped loads of tanks and stuff. Then he came in for close. And then a Red 4 jumped into a bloody SAM site next to him and started pumping him full of ammo. Of SAMs. And then he had a duel with a SAM. Avenger, whatever it's called, and won. I thought that was very good. So you've got some ladies today. Correct, well done. Anyone else, guys?
I can talk a little.
Yes, the fans were watching you as well, Dragon.
So we helicopters flight. Red is not here. I'm talking for everybody. We staged in somewhere in the middle between our FARP and the target. We was supposed to coordinate our strike with the carriers, which never happened. Well, after all, we saw the opportunity and moved in. I killed 2 tanks and a AAA, and then was shot down by a cheating cover in the cheating chaparral, because before that he soaked up the full ammo storage of 2 helicopters. I don't know how he survived.
Did you chase me down the hill? Was that you?
that's great.
Well, otherwise, I think the chopper flights did their mission a bit with many losses, but we destroyed all the small stuff out there. The bunkers are still standing, but we couldn't do anything about.
I just want to say, from a Red Force standpoint, I took mercy on your helicopters. I shot one K-50 down and was like, you know what, I'll leave the rest of you guys alone. So I flew over you guys with the Mirage just as a show for us and let you guys know I let you live.
Yeah, we saw you.
I did take one of you down.
I tried to shoot the helicopters down with
We
my
all were very scared by that. We are hiding in the trees.
Yeah.
But no cap. Every time I was looking at the map, helicopters were like 20 miles ahead of every other Blue 4.
Okay, let's have Red 4, guys, and then we'll wrap up.
So, a quick note from me as the mission creator. I've worked out what happened. So, the reason everything was active by the time that you all arrived, it was set to slowly turn itself on over 5 minutes after the first missile fired. Unfortunately, Whistler's Tomcat barely touched the edge of SAM range for the ships that were out at sea, which fired the first missile and thus set off all the timers. And then so by the time you actually got to the port, everything was online. And the ship that shot everyone down should have been coming online 5 minutes after the first shot. So I can only apologise for putting those ships a little too close. But given the circumstances, I think you did very well. The FARP was destroyed. The runway was destroyed. The C-130, despite being told explicitly to go to Novo, landed at Krimsk instead, so I'm going to give you that one for free.
Yay.
And out of the 8 ships, you got 3 of them. Out of the 8 cargo ships, you sank 3 of them, so that's not too bad given the circumstances.
So it's all Whistler's fault.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
100%. He turned on all the defences and screwed you all over.
Okay, guys.
for sleepy port. Yeah.
I've got a lot of work to do. Red 4, debrief very quickly.
Putting it simply, was we put ourselves into pairs. Talon and Nightmare went south. Cover and I went north. We engaged. We went basically tried to pincer you in the middle, which we did. I managed to fire at Elo. He dodged the first one. I hit him with the second. Talon managed to blow up cover, which means I lost my wingman, leaving Nightmare and Talon on their own, and I'll let them speak for their half.
Send.
I did, in fact, unfortunately shoot down cover. I also hit Whistler with a Super 530, but his magical Tomcat let it bounce straight off.
Yeah, Frisco killed me, the bastard.
I'll do that.
I got Frisco, so I avenged you.
Sorry, then. I notched
Within a quarter of a second of being killed. Grub, I just didn't want to do another blue v blue.
We were watching Simon and me and the viewers, and we were all shouting, "No, don't shoot!" because we were afraid he was going to shoot the Tomcat down. We were like, "Don't shoot, don't shoot!" And we knew that he just didn't, and we knew that he'd lost his bottle and he didn't want to shoot at all. When a Mirage came right in front of him and just shot him down. So we enjoyed that.
Was I lagged out. I actually froze for 30 seconds in that engagement.
I saw Whistler fire a Phoenix at me, so I absolutely brown pantsed it out of there. Managed to notch it at 10 miles, which I was quite happy about, but it put me right in the path of Frisco, and he shoved an AMRAAM at my bottom for the privilege.
Yes, don't go with that.
Slid in nicely.
Very ungentlemanly.
Guys, who was the one in the SAM that tried to shoot me?
We all were. We all tried to
we all were switching out.
Hold on, are you referring to is that LeCrape talking?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I fired like 4 rounds at you too close range, so I couldn't hit you. They kept missing.
Those shot balls were awful.
Two of shots were passed below my rotor and above my stores. Like I saw them one left, one right in my cockpit. So very, very close.
Damn it!
I have one question for Talon.
Guys, I asked you to
was
debrief very quickly so I could get on. Please stop chatting.
Yeah, that's that A10A at the beginning. What was that?
A10A at the beginning?
Yeah, there was an A10 that was.
I think Whistler. I think it
all
was
the
probably-
A10s are having trouble.
I think it was just probably one that was just set to AI instead of client.
Yeah, if one was on the runway, it was that was.
We've all done that before,
My
so
mistake.
yeah.
Cool.
Is that it? Is that all I've read?
I think that's all I read.
Right. Well done, everyone. It was a bit of a weird hodgepodge of a mission, but we just about saved it. I'm going to go make it look pretty, and I'll see you guys for something interesting on Wednesday.